The live show from Saturday has been uploaded to YouTube. You guys should check it out. Around 200 people came. Great experience with you guys. It is always a pleasure to be your host, though. Tops. The live show usually go for around 3 hours, but the one from Saturday went on close to 5 hours, though. The conversation was amazing. You know, as a software engineer, as an engineer, there are certain conversations you can't have with everybody because then people would think you're suffering from mental illness. On Saturday, around 2 hours towards the end of, I met people that think exactly like me. I swear to you, though, this is the most amazing thing. You would think it's only men that think like this. No, 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 no. There are certain women right here that are complete genius. I'm telling you, though. And surprisingly, they are all Africans from all around the world, from different parts of the world. All these European countries, Africa majorly, United States, Canada. I'm telling you, though. Asia. I am blown away, though. The conversation changed when we started talking about Web3, software development. You guys know how I talk. I would say every human being is like a binary code that lives in a lens. And I say a lens is usually in a program. And I say the universe is on the same level as a programming language. But this guy started asking questions though. And we started breaking things down. Things that like a regular person doesn't think like. Obviously, we are engineers. Like, we are not supposed to think like everybody. This is not about how rich we are or how society. It's about thinking outside of the box. And I came to a resolution. I said this to them. Guys, we have talked a lot and we are still talking. I hope you guys understand why the government insists that everybody should leave their house or have a job. The government deliberately wants us to have a job. If not, we are going to problem solve and think about because we are human beings. We are supposed to think about things that are just outside of the box. We started talking about a civilization that got to the peak of everything advanced in terms of spirituality and science. That their mode of transportation was teleportation. So we were asking this question: that is it possible to time travel? As far as I'm concerned, if a human being is like a binary code that lives in the lens, a binary code cannot live by itself, cannot leave a working program and go to another system because it's going to crash. The exit of one binary code is going to crash that working program and it's going to disrupt the working force of another working program. Definitely, an engineer will need to come in to debug that system and replace that missing binary code. So that binary code that exit that system is going to be null. And we started talking about immortality. And I said, if a human being is like a binary code that lives in a lens has multiple binary codes. And in the program, we have multiple layers of multiple lines of binary codes. And I say, let's say we have 15 lines of code. And you get to line 25. And line 25, one binary code cannot just say, I want to live forever. It has to be multiple binary codes that comes to a conclusion. And my resolution is one line of code that has multiple lines of, multiple lines of binary code. They exist in different timelines, like maybe 1914 or 18 something. So let's say every one of them from different timelines decide that, okay, they don't want to die. That means that line 25 is going to fall into a loop. A loop is going to eventually crash the system. So immortality is not possible. But this guy said something. They said, how did they eventually solve teleportation? They must have successfully, there must have been something that was helping them. I so much enjoy the conversation. Like it's just it's something that I love to think about, and because I know eventually, this current civilization we are in is going to get to that level where people will think outside of the box and say, okay, transportation is going to change eventually, because right now we are we are still very very new in terms of civilization. That civilization I'm talking about, the ones the Atlantean or something, those guys were like 50 something thousand years old, before they got this, so they must have been very very advanced. We right now, we are around 2020 something, like we are very very new. But I enjoyed that conversation with you guys. You guys should check out the live show that is on YouTube. Like, great experience with you guys. If I can remember whole names, Mishmiga. There's this guy called Ola Mishmiga. Ola Mishmiga is not a software engineer. He's an engineer, but he's a computer engineer. He's like Brainiac. Do you know Brainiac? Brainiac is like another level of artificial intelligence, but artificial intelligence of a complete different advanced civilization. There's another woman called Faye. Faye is exceptionally intelligent. She's young. She's a cybersecurity engineer. There's another dude that lives in New Jersey called Franklin. Franklin is doing bachelor's degree and master's degree computer science. Obviously, he's intelligent. Like, there's another guy, Babatunde. There's another. Like, I was blown away by this woman that came in. I don't know if she's African. Her name is Tech Mom. Tech Mom. Exceptionally intelligent. There's this guy called RZ100. These guys are just like, as an engineer, when you start thinking outside of the box, you think you're unique. But like those guys are just, those guys are the best. And we round off the live show by saying, hopefully someday we can do something better for the continent of Africa. It's just, I'm blown away that there are minds like this. And I'm pretty sure there are so many minds, that think like us all around the world. And we are all Africans. It would be nice to create something. I swear to you, though. Great experience to be your host. You guys should continue to be well, guys. Chin up always, man. Either you're a man, you're a woman, stand up tall. Continue to get better, though. I enjoyed the conversation with you guys. I did. You can tell I'm passionate about these things. Love you guys. Be well.